You know that moment when you tell yourself, I'm actually going to be consistent on YouTube. And then life just comes crashing in. And big warning, discipline is not perfection. Discipline is a system. A good system is a system that allows you to jump back in. If you're that girl who is constantly thinking on starting your YouTube, but struggling to actually start and press that hit record button, this is for you. These are my own tried and true steps to actually stay consistent as I build my beginner channel. So here's a game plan. This challenge, it's broken down into 3 steps that you can tackle in one day or spread it over 3 days. It's totally up to you and your pace. I will have timestamps in the description box so you can jump around as much as you need. Now grab your coffee, your Notion template. Hi, it's editing Victoria here. I'm just passing to say that this video is to give you a bunch of questions to help you visualize who you want to be and how to get that discipline. Willpower will not do it. No, willpower, it will fail us. It might help you maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month. But at some point, it will go away. So at the end of it, the goal with this video is to help you to find that inner reasoning to push you, something that is bigger than just having that willpower, that motivation. It's having a specific goal and making it smart. Have you heard of us in the big word? We want it to be a measurable goal, a tangible goal, and it has to make sense, right? And what are the measurable tasks, what are the measurable actions that we can actually do to get them. This video really a recipe of questions to help you wonder and reflect. How can I do this, and what exactly is this? Back to the video. Let's start. Day 1, get the clarity. Why? No clarity, no direction. Clear clarity over what you actually want to do and with what discipline actually means to you will make a huge difference when committing to a specific goal, be it YouTube, be it anything else you desire to do. Let's define what being a discipline actually means to you. 1, we're going to start by visualization. Hope that word exists. So you're going to start by visualizing what kind of girl stays on track and get the goals done. How does she present herself to the world when she's at her most confident? And how freely does she create and how proud is she of the content she puts out? When challenge comes up, does she show herself compassion or does she get stuck in self-judgment? What does it look like when she stays consistent even if things doesn't go perfectly? Now that you got a picture of that girl actually look like and feels when she's been disciplined, let's think about her daily habits and what do they look like? What kind of daily habits she has that shows that she's disciplined? What's her routine like on a regular day? How does she stay motivated and on track even when she's not motivated? How does she structure her time and set boundaries to make sure she stays on track? And what kind of mindset does she has about her goals and her progress? Let's move into mindset. And now maybe the most important part. I want to invite you to truly imagine what being disciplined actually feels like and what does it actually means to you. You want to ask yourself what kind of thoughts run into her mind when she's staying consistent. How does she feels about setbacks? Does she see them as failure or just part of the progress and data to get better next time? How does she talk to herself, especially when things get challenging? Does she use encouraging words or does she stay calm and focused? And I believe this is the most important question. What does being disciplined actually represents in your life? Is it about freedom? Is it about freedom to achieve your goals? The confidence of knowing you can rely on yourself. Or maybe that sense of peace that comes from having a clear direction. We always want to get at the end results. We always want to get at that winning line. We are so eager to just get over with it that we forget about the journey. And sometimes when we have this mindset of really hoping to get to the end, we get into this loophole, this never endless journey. Because at the end of it, what does getting the winning line means. Because what does the end result actually means to you? What does it really look like? What does it actually feel like? Oftentimes, when we run a marathon, half marathon, or we do a little game, we know what the winning line actually looks like. But in this case, when setting your goals, we don't know. They're very personal and very particular to each one of us. So if you don't put an image, an idea of what that winning line looks to you, you will never know if you have crossed that winning line or if you have got that end result. And that's why it's so important to define before you even start what getting there, what crossing that line actually mean and what it actually represents to you and how it actually feels like. Plus, a good visualization is a great manifestation. It makes the goals way more tangible because you start to see yourself in it. I really wanted to realize that that girl you were visualizing in the beginning, she's actually you. Day 2, getting that action. Now that we have got that crystal clear clarity over the person that you want to be and actually are when executing your goals, but also who she is at the winning line and what the winning line actually represents. Now we gotta go over to exactly how you will cross that line. Getting that action, it's all about eliminating any garbage that is stopping you from actually getting that goal started and to learn what will actually bring you forward. We're gonna start over with Thibaut Meurice's system of decluttering. I have pulled in a bit of wisdom from the book Powerful Focus, where he talks about getting that laser sharp focus. You are gonna make it simple. Thibaut actually talks about this zero-based thinking, and it's a technique to help you identify those tasks that don't bring you forward. You really want to eliminate what is not working for you or literally just simplifying those tasks. First, you're gonna start by identifying your essentials. What activities or tasks are truly adding value to your goals? And which ones are just taking space? 2, we're gonna look for that clarity. Yes. What are the tasks that you can simplify or remove to create a more focused path to achieve your goals? Remember, you can choose what you really want to work on, but the key here is to be completely honest with yourself. Decluttering your space and your mind can make a huge difference to your overall journey. We have visualized who you are when you stay consistent and how it feels like. And you have also eliminated any activity that is a clutter in your calendar and in your mind. Now, let's get that plan that makes you get the results you want. Day 3, get that plan. Okay, yes, girly, we have arrived. This is the most exciting moment. The hard work is done. You did it. Literally, the biggest work is done. Bravo. If you like planning just like me, this is our favorite part. But I will have to, I'm sorry, hold your hands. We're gonna hold our hands together because you're gonna have to be patient. You know why? You are gonna have to trust the progress. As much as we like creating a perfect plan, you have to trust the progress. This is the most fun part, but also the most hard part. This is when it can feel like we are a big failure if we don't follow the plan, or if it just feels a lot, or this is the moment where burnout can show up. This is exactly the moment where we drop following our plan. That's why we have visualized who you are when you're disciplined. That will be your anchor and your direction. And big warning, discipline is not perfection. Discipline is a system. Discipline is a skill. And as any system and any skill, there's always a way for you to adapt it or to learn it. And if the system is not helping you, did you know that systems can be changed? Adapt it. Do not judge yourself if you're not getting the results or if you're not sticking to your plan. Analyze it. Ask yourself what happened, what made you not stay consistent and follow that plan. Maybe you overcharge yourself. Maybe it was just too much. Analyze it and come back strong. A good system is a system that allows you to jump back in. Now let's get the plan. 1. Clarity on the tasks. Ask yourself, if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, will it help me get to where I want? Will it help me achieve my goal? Am I actually doing the tasks that bring me closer to becoming who I want to be? Which tasks should I prioritize or eliminate to stay on track? 2. Clarity on time and the progress. Am I being reasonable with what I can do? Am I setting time for that task that will actually bring me forward? Am I scheduling dedicated time for those important tasks? How will I schedule dedicated time for those important tasks? What methods will I use to track my progress and stay accountable? 3. Clarity on burnout. Am I taking too many tasks at once? How can I incorporate rest into my schedule to maintain long-term productivity? Day 3 is done. Girl, we are really building our agenda. Good job. Really. High five. Hope you did high five the screen for me. Now you have a picture of who you are when you're disciplined. You have eliminated distractions or those cluttering tasks. And we even got that plan that will last over a long period and actually bring you closer to your goal because you will be doing the right tasks, right? There will be no burnout. The big takeaway of this video is that you really manifest who you actually want to be. We are in the long run, not the short run. So please, when setting these goals and building that plan, be real with yourself. Be realistic. We don't want to burn out and we don't want to stop doing what we love. Balance is key. And please give yourself grace for doing that damn work. As we are action-based, here are your guidelines for the 3-day challenge. So day 1, make a list of these details or a vision board. Visualize your version of that girl. 2, visualize her daily routine. What are the tasks that bring her forward? And 3, visualize what discipline actually feels like and what it actually means. What does being disciplined actually represents in your life? Day 2, make a list of all the activities and compromise you have in a week. And according to your priorities right now and your knowledge at the moment, would you still engage in those activities? Is there something you can simplify? Day 3, define what is the task or the action that will bring you forward. Open your calendar and set a time for that task and actually do it. Analyze it weekly. This is a no burnout zone. Now it's time to put into action. I believe in you and I know you can do it. Remember, take it step by step and don't forget to give yourself some grace along the way. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go out there and get all those goals done. You got this. Bye.